What's up, all you cool kids out there? Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We're going to be making what I call quilted junk journal pockets, which I am making out of all my little fabric scraps that I actually ironed on HeatnBond to paper, to packing paper. So they're actually paper on the back, fabric in the front. And I'm going to use all these little scraps to make little pockets, which I'm making out of index cards. Hi, Tammy, welcome. And of course, you guys know I go live Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, doing all sorts of junk journal related projects. And if that is the type of thing you're into, do hit that subscribe button and join us here for some fun. I'm going to actually cut this pocket in half here. It's a really nice, bright, sunny day. Maybe I got too many lights on. So this index card is like about 6 inches by 4. So 6 by 4. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 inches. And that's going to be the size of my pocket that I'm going to quilt. So I'm going to get 2 pockets out of one. And let me show you what we're going to do. So like I said, this fabric was put on HeatnBond, and then I put it on packing paper, so it turned into basically paper. Hi, Claudine, welcome. So what I'm going to do is I've got all these little fabric squares, and then I have just a little glue stick, which I'm going to use to place down these fabrics. I'm just going to glue down in the middle, which is where I am not going to sew, and I'm just going to piece them on here kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, kind of however they fit. I kind of want a little bit of overhang so I can cut it down instead of having it be shorter. Again, just a little bit of glue here, and I'm just going to piece this together like a pillow, or no, like a pillow. Why would I say like a pillow? Like a puzzle would make more sense. So this over here, I need something over here though. Oh, this would fit perfectly. Okay, cool. So let's get this over here. Again, basically I've turned this fabric into paper by putting it on the HeatnBond and using the packing paper behind it. It has essentially turned it into paper for our purposes. And then this one, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here and put that down. And you could use your scraps for this, but I did use big pieces of fabric that I then cut down into different pieces. But you could definitely do this with your scraps. Okay, so there we have our pocket that I, collaged on basically. And then I'll go in with my sewing machine. And I think I'm going to use a kind of cute stitch that I like. Let's pick number 50. This is kind of the one I like to do for kind of like the faux stitching almost. And I'm basically just going to sew along the edges of each piece here. So you'll see what I mean. And this is why I like to use my glue stick. I don't want to use it on the edge because it's going to gunk up my needle. I realized I did this on those 2 weeks that I didn't go live this year. And I was like, oh, I didn't actually make a video about it. Maybe I should. So just like that. Give it that like faux quilt effect that I've been kind of obsessing over. And then you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a border around all the way, which is going to be a zigzag stitch. Let me do that really quickly. And I did use a HeatnBond Lite so that I could sew on the fabric and the HeatnBond. If you try and sew on the HeatnBond Ultra Hold, you won't be able to do this. Actually, it'll mess up on you. It's not you, it's literally the Ultra Hold HeatnBond. So you want the HeatnBond Lite for this project. And that's what we have. This kind of, like I said, this like faux quilted, high paper, AUS, putting tongue. How cool. Hi. You have anti-glue needles? That's awesome. That would be great for me right now. So let's do another one. I do have another pocket here to do. So let me get on my fabric close by. Could do this one. A little booster. Oh, I didn't have the top on it. Okay, cool. Hi, Monica. Welcome, girl. So I'm going to put this one in this corner because I like it there. And then put this. No, I don't like that there. What else do I have? Okay, this guy can be over here. Stick down the middle. Okay, and then I do need a skinny strip. See if I even have one. Okay, cool. This will work over here. The smallest little strip. There. And then I just gotta fill in this piece. Something. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, this would be cool, even though it's the same fabric. I'd be okay with that. And make sure it's like opposite. Because this fabric is basically paper, we could just cut it. Okay. A little bit off. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Here's my little put together piece, my little Frankenstein piece. Let's go back to the sewing machine. I got red thread loaded in here because I thought it would be cute. And let me go and what was I gonna do? What should I try? No, I just think this stitch is really cute. But you know what? 50 is kind of cute too. Okay, so I'm gonna do number 27, which is like a star. And I do make it the biggest, widest it can be. Oh, I'm gonna look it up. that sounds like something I need, so that way I don't have to wait for the glue to dry. I'm new to sewing, so that's new to me. I could use that. This looks so cute with the stars. You're gonna love it. Especially with the red. Don't those stars look adorable? I love it. And my sewing machine does a couple stitches. Some of them are cute, some of them are not. So I can do a couple different stitches on mine. But still, you want to use the Ultra Bond, the HeatnBond Lite, Ultra Bond Lite, Ultra Bond. No, why can't I say the HeatnBond Lite? HeatnBond Lite. Okay, here we go. Because if you don't, you can't stitch on it. And it's not cute. It really does not hold the stitch. Truly hold. Does not. Oop. Okay. So there's that. Got one more to do right here. But I am loving this stitch. It is so cute. Let's finish this off. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, girl. Okay. So here's this pocket. I gotta do the border around it. So let me get that done. I'm just gonna do a zigzag stitch. Just all the way around. And then one more. Isn't it adorable? This little stitch is too cute. So here's the first two that we've just done. You can either make the pocket this direction or you can make it this direction. So one index card, two pockets. And now it doesn't feel as thin as it did when it was just an index card. Of course, you can use any piece of cardstock, any size that you really want. I just like to use index card just because it's like standard size almost, except it's kind of a big size. So let's get some more done. Let's get some more done. Why don't I just cut two at a time? What a crazy idea. Okay. So these index cards are about 6 by, I think I said 4. Yeah, 6 by 4. So I'm going to cut this down in half. So 3 by 4. And again, I'm using a bunch of fabric that I have already put. Mindy is new to my channel. Welcome, Mindy. Welcome. I have put this fabric on HeatnBond and HeatnBond Lite, and then I have also put packing paper on the back, essentially turning the fabric into paper. Let me see if I have a link to HeatnBond Lite. Okay, I do have it. Link to the HeatnBond Lite if you guys want to check it out on Amazon. It's actually cheaper at Walmart, but if you don't have a Walmart near you, or just so you know which one it is that I'm referring to, check out that link. So we all know what we're talking about here. Okay. So let's get this pocket out. Let's just start gluing stuff down with a little bit of glue stick here. And I kind of like to leave the edge ones kind of hanging out a little bit so I can cut it, make sure it's straight instead of just trying to make it that way. So just a little bit of glue. Just going to keep placing little pieces until we get the whole square done. And it's fun to pick a contrasting thread color like the red. So have a little bit of fun with your threads. So that way they stand out against all the crazy busy background fabrics that you have going on. And on some of these squares, I actually, as you can see with this one, I actually glued two pieces of fabric next to each other with the HeatnBond. And so that way it looks like it's, you know, like those little quilt, the quilt pieces I like to make, where it's like two pieces of fabric put together. I love that. Love it. Let's see what we can get. What else we can get into here. This could be over here. Yeah, it could be. Let's do that. Try not to think about it too much. I don't have much of a selection. I didn't put too many fabrics. I didn't cut up too many fabrics to do this, but I do have enough to make a little mix. A little bit of a mix. Okay. So, oh yeah, I have thinner fabrics here, which would be perfect for that spot. Maybe this pink one. Or, what else is there? Oh, this one's cute. Let's do this one instead. Get a little bit of glue on here, not too much. Oops. This. Okay, then we only have a couple little pieces left to do. What are we gonna do? Let's do that. No. Let's do this one instead. Still gonna cut it kind of messy. Got another spot over here to do. Let's get something different, like one of these spots. Let's get that glued on here. Safina, hi girl. Thanks for stopping by though. Okay, so now we got all these crazy pieces on here. So now let's just cut them out. HeatnBond is the best, I'm telling you. If you want to turn your fabric into paper, basically, to work with it like paper, you definitely need HeatnBond in your life. Okay. Okay, so here's what we made. Now let's get it quilted. Try to see which stitch I should do. Okay, number 31 is kind of cute, so let's try out number 31. I'm trying out new stitches here. I'm really trying. So I'm going to try out stitch number 31, which is kind of like straight and then kind of like some stitches to the side on either side. Let's see. I'm just going to make it the biggest, widest it can be, and we'll see how that looks like. Yeah, that's going to be better. Since I'm using this more as a design element, I don't need it to be, perfectly invisible. I actually want the opposite. I want it to be visible. So let's work with the big stitches then. I think this one's cute. I think it's adorable with this stitch. So let me get this cleared off here. It's almost like a baseball stitch. Almost. So we're just going to basically follow all those lines of all those pieces that we used. I use iron-on buckram for covers, really stiff, so perfect for covers. But buy it off the roll from local shop, reasonable price. Nice. I've been looking for different ways to make fabric covers. But nothing I see kind of something I want to do, so I'm still looking. Hi Celeste, welcome girl. Okay, so you can see that's a fun stitch. Placement mats. Okay. Got this one last one to do over here. Okay. And then once we're all done with all the stitches inside, I'm going to give it a nice haircut here. You can leave all the strings if you want. I don't like the strings, so I just cut them off. Okay. So now to finish this off, is I'm going to put a zigzag stitch all the way around. I'm just going to use a regular stitch. I'm not even going to change any of the settings. So it's going to be a small little zigzag. Just like that. Okay. So that is it for this pocket. That was a fun stitch. Very quilt-like on that stitch for sure. Very quilt-like. I think the red thread really goes well with these pockets. Like I said, it really pops. You know what I mean? Even though the pockets are really busy because there's a lot of, textures and different patterns and stuff, I think it still really pops out really nicely. So let's try it again. Got more pockets to do. Okay. So I got all my little fabrics over here. Let's keep pulling them out. Like I said, I don't have much of a selection, so you'll keep seeing the same fabrics over and over. So sorry if you get sick of that. I need to do more fabrics in this heat and bond technique because these are always fun to do. I'm just going to try and fill in the space here. Do that. The thin flexi tape mat for dining table. Right, they work great for covers. This quilting technique would look great on the cover too, especially with the matching pockets inside. Yes, I am also doing quilted covers for these, for what these journals are gonna, for what these pockets are gonna go into, and but I have, you could totally do this with a cover, but I have, my actual quilt fabric, which even uses the same fabrics as what I'm doing right now. This one's not in there, but like, can't believe this one's not in there either. So weird. But some of the fabrics are in here. So they'll be the same fabrics on the pockets as they are on the covers. And I have a lot of different quilted tops now for the covers that I'm going to make next. But like I said, I have my journals right now in my shop. Well, I didn't say, but I have the journals right now in my shop at 50% off. So you can get fully decorated journals for like $40 and $50 right now, which is the lowest I've sold them in a long, long time. But I need some space. So my loss is your win. So thank you guys so much for your support on that. Let me keep going here. These are going to look so, so cute with, like I said, those quilted covers that I've already made. So these will go here. And they feature the same fabrics. Because I've been working with the same fabrics for, well, I've had new fabrics here and there, but for about the last 6 months, everything I make is all using the same fabrics over and over and over and over, which are my practice fabrics, till I get good. And if I really want to get fabrics like that, I guess I would, but okay, so let's see here. This would go here. Fits? Yeah, it does fit. Okay, cool. So this one was kind of a quick one because I did use bigger pieces of fabric. It's okay if it doesn't fit exactly. The stitching will kind of cover that. So let's just cut these out. I did these basically because I had like leftover HeatnBond, and I was just gluing down different fabrics to it. And these are basically what that is basically all my HeatnBond scraps put on fabrics. Okay, so that one's done. Let's do some fun stitching. And let's see what stitch we're going to pick. Ah, la, 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 la. Maybe. So tough because I always want to pick the same ones. I literally always want to pick the same thing over and over. But let me see. Maybe we'll try number 8, which is not very fancy, but it is different to me. And I'm making it the longest, widest possible width I can do, and length as well. Oh, and okay. I didn't know that the middle section for this is off to the left. Okay, well, now I know. And that's kind of really big, but I guess we'll deal with it. I don't know. We'll see. This stitch was way too big, but you gotta do it to learn. I don't know. I don't like this one. That one we're gonna pretend that one didn't happen. Let's go to another one. Mistakes happen. Isn't it funny that the fabrics you don't mind using never seem finished, and the ones you love hardly ever use? I try not to hoard anything, girl. I try not to be like that because I literally don't have the space in my house to keep more than what I have, what I actually need. Hi, Eddie, Steve, welcome, girl. So I really try not to be a hoarder. Like, I can't. I literally don't. I can't afford to be a hoarder. I would have to like rent space somewhere, somewhere else to be a hoarder. My house is just not big enough for any extra things. So everything I get, I try and like use it up as fast as I can so I can free up some space in my house because I don't have extra space, unfortunately. Well, not really, unfortunately. I don't want a bigger place or anything like that. I wanted, I actually, this is the smallest place I've ever lived in. It's still the size of like a one bedroom, maybe slightly bigger apartment than a one bedroom. Um, and I love it. I've kind of been obsessed with like watching tiny house videos. I don't know about you guys, but I love the whole idea of a tiny house. So this is my little tiny house. But I've come to learn, like all these people that I watch on Tiny House Hunters, they're like, but it's so small. Like, yeah, you want a tiny house, so it's tiny. You want a tiny house, and then you're surprised that it's so tiny. They are. Those tiny houses are the coolest. So I went with the retro tiny house, the trailer. But this is a pretty solid trailer, I'll tell you that. It's from 1966, so it's been around. I trust it. Okay, so let's get this off here. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here's our next pocket. And let's do something. Yours is not tiny, tiny. No, yes, yes. Mine is not the tiniest of tiny houses. It's just the smallest I could deal with. Let me do. What am I gonna do? What am I going to do? What if we do number 80? I don't even know. What does number 80 look like? Hang on a second. I gotta figure this out. Here, this will be my test piece. Let me see, what does number 80 look like? 'Cause I don't even know. I don't think I've ever done it. I'm going to try it at its biggest, widest, see what it looks like. It just looks like a zigzag. Oh. I don't know if that's helpful. It does like one up, one down, one up, one down, which I don't think would be helpful to me at all in this situation. Let me see number 82. Let's see what that looks like. That's cute, but it's a little too wide. Let me see if I do default settings. I don't know what this will look like. You have to test some of these. You have to test some of these stitches out sometimes. See, that's too close. That's too close. Let's see. That's a little better. Sometimes the stitches are too close, and it will literally shred your paper. So you want to find something in between. Seems a little wide, especially for this part over here. It's just going to overlap it so much. Why don't I just do a simple zigzag? You know, I haven't done a zigzag all the way around, so let's do something crazy like a zigzag. Good old zigzag. I know. I'll pick something nice for the next one, I promise. I just want to do something simple right now because my head was hurting. I'm like, what? Which one do I pick? The regular zigzag looks cute with this project as well. We got one more. And then I wonder if I don't know if the scalped one would look cute in this situation or not. I'm not sure. I'll try it. We'll see. Okay. And we're going to do the border all the way around. More. Okay, so here's this one just with all zigzags. Still looks cute. Just zigzag. Again, I like to cut off all the strings. That's just me. You don't need them. I know some of y'all love the string look. I'm just not into it myself. Okay, so here's this. Looking really cute with the zigzag. I love it. I'm going to try, let me see what, it's kind of messed up already. I used it a lot already. Okay, so let's make another one and we'll try something else. So my little glue stick here. Get down here. I've got some gorgeous fabric with hand embroidery beading I want to use, but saving for a special project. Maybe need to do a boho journal, open to suggestions, would it work this method? I have never I've never sewn anything with beading. To be honest with you, Safina, I have never in my life sewed anything with beading. You should look up a YouTube tutorial on how to do that first. I have never done that. That is a new one, and I've always just been afraid because, like, how do I do it? But I've never looked it up, so I suggest you look it up. Don't be like me. Look it up. Now let's let them go there. With this pink quill, just gotta cut this off right here. This pink will go right here. That's too short. Well, darn. Not really, not really. Let's do this polka dot. Polka dot will go right there. We've got one little piece over here. Maybe we could put more of this blue. Okay. Looks like a mess, but we're going to clear it off here. Okay. Yeah, I realized I never showed you guys this project. I just did like a show and tell, but I didn't make them. Then I used them up, and I need more. And they look so cute. Okay, so here's the next pocket. Like I said, You back it up on HeatnBond. So it's not just fabric, it's fabric, HeatnBond, and then paper. Which I don't know if you might get it all wrinkled if you try and do it with glue. So I did use Ultra Bond. I keep wanting to say Ultra Bond. HeatnBond Lite is what I used. And let's stitch this up using what stitch? I think I'm gonna use the stars again. Well, actually, let me see number 28. Let's see what that looks like. Let me see. Will it work? Hang on, I don't want to ruin what I'm doing right now. So let me pull out this little test piece here. I don't know. Let me see what that's doing. Ugh, it's making a mess is what it's doing. Okay. What if I made it longer? You gotta test out some of these stitches sometimes. So what if I did it the longest, the widest it could be? Okay, let's see that. That seems to be going much better. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, we could try it. There's not any spaces here that are too narrow. So let's do it. This one's gonna take a long time. Oh my goodness. It is a cool stitch though. Okay, see that right there? That looks cute. It's a little different, you know. It's kind of like a diamond with a line through it, kind of like little triangles on either side. I don't know. It's a little different. It's different, so we're gonna go with it for now. For this one, anyways. Just gotta try out funky stitches. Yes, these are gonna be pockets. I'm pretty sure I have a junk journal with a pocket in there. Let me see. Ah, here it is. Here's one. Right here. I did this one with black thread. Yeah, black thread. And then here's another pocket, which, like I said, I've been using the same fabrics for a while now. So same fabric is there, same fabric is here. Even some of the same fabric is on the pocket. So that's what it looks like in the journal. I forgot I did a straight line on the other side. I guess I'll do that for the next ones. Do a solid line around. That looks kind of cute. Okay, and I just sold the junk journal, so thank you to the person who bought it. Okay. Right, we're not done yet. I'm over here thinking I'm done, girl. I am not done. Okay. So there's those two lines, and I got two more, and then we're done. These are really small, though. Okay, that's it for that one. I should make more of those tags with the book paper and the fabric. It is really cute. Need to make more. I love it. Okay. So this one more. It's a kind of funky one. Not my favorite stitch, but we're gonna, you know what, we're gonna finish it up. My mama didn't raise a quitter, you know, I did not raise a quitter. Okay. And then we're gonna put a little simple border around. I'm just gonna do a straight stitch for this one, just because I remembered that that's what I was doing before. I'm just making it the widest stitch I can. This is what is like really good practice for when you actually have to do straight stitch on fabric. This is basically how I like got confident in my straight stitching. Just constant practice, girl. Constant practice. Until you're good at it. That's my formula. That's my formula for success. There's that one with the straight stitch. I don't know how I got it even closer. I don't think I did. I think that's the closest I got. This one's a little funky, but okay, whatever. Okay, so let's get a couple more done. I'm going to get 2 more index cards here. And I'm going to fold them, or not fold them, cut them in half, I should say. Let's just get number 3. I'm doing them in 3 by 4. That's the size of the little pockets that I'm doing. I've done them a lot taller too, but just for this video, this size is nice. So let me get these fabric pieces on here. Let's see. Again, these are all like my little scraps of fabric, so they're really small. And right now I don't have many. I don't have like a crazy amount of fabric choices, but I'm going to use up what I got. I'm going to use it up. Let's do it that way. A little strip right here. So too thick. Let's see, I got my little strips here. Was that a purple? I think I saw purple in there. It's not exactly the size I need it to be though. This one's skinny, too skinny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Might have to overlap something because that spot is kind of skinny. And everything else I got is chunky. Oop, my head. I hit my head on the camera. Okay. Oops, 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 oops. Hi, BB. Welcome, girl. I'm going to have a little piece overlap over here. It's not the end of the world. Don't tell anyone, and I won't either. Okay, okay. Got another little piece here to do. Do this. I don't know if I can do anything else. No, it's too small. I could do this piece right here. Let's do that. A bit of glue stick there. Ooh, and I can put the purple. Yay! Let's put a little bit of purple, make it a little different. Purple piece goes right there. All right. All right. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Okay. So there's this pocket. So now, what stitch are we going to do? Let's see. I think I'm going to just do, so I don't want the scallop. It just doesn't look cute. The scallop does not look cute. I don't think the loops would look cute either, honestly. Let me do another stars. Yeah, it should be okay to do some stars. Okay, so let's do some more stars, which are just my favorite stitch, honestly. They're just so cute. Hi, Caitlin. Welcome, girl. What's new with you? The stars are my favorite stitch, I think, when it comes to things like this right here. They just look so cute. They're so adorable, and they're so bold too. I love how they stand out against most backgrounds that I put them up to. Never get sick of the stars, ever. Stars for the win. They're too cute. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, let's see. One more over here. Oh no, that's not. Well, I guess I could do it there. It would look kind of cute. Okay. It would look cute. And let's do one more over here. Just a couple stars right here. And then that's it for this one. And it looks so cute with those stars, you guys. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of stars there too. a lot. A lot. Okay. This looks so cute. Summer rainstorms. It's just muggy out here. They say it's supposed to rain, but it just like rains so randomly in town for a minute and then it stops. And I'm just going to hit it with a simple border here. More. Go. I was going to say this one's coming out really good and then I messed it. It happens, everybody. It happens to everybody. Okay, let me back up one more. Yeah, these are the bed sheets. They're all bed sheets. That's all I've been working with. I was just saying that's all I've been working with for the last 6 months is bed sheets. I have bought real fabric and I have yet to use it because I'm afraid. So here's this pocket. So here's the pockets we've made so far. You could sit there and put them all together before you sew them up to kind of speed up the process, but I kind of was like testing out stitches and seeing what I kind of like. But I really like this like faux quilt kind of effect that the stitches and then the fabric, because it is fabric, do for the pockets. I think they look adorable. And again, they match all the fabric that I use for all my other projects too. So it's pretty consistent throughout my projects right now with these bed sheets. It just looks adorable. So let me make a couple more before I log off for today. Oh, and before I forget, let me do my giveaway. I am giving away one of these awesome wooden pins. I have been giving away one of these awesome wooden pins every single day this week, and I'm going to give one away for this video as well. We'll announce the winner of this giveaway on Monday, so you can check me out on Monday to see if you're the winner. To enter, all you have to do is come back to my video after it's done being live and leave a comment down in the comment section for me. And the winner of yesterday's video is going to be, I got everybody's comments right here, everybody who commented. Let's see, the winner is Patricia Stubbs. Girl, you get another pin. I already sent you one. Hang on. I already sent you one, and then Jen B fell out. I sent Patricia a pin with her package that she ordered. So let me get another one out here. Okay. The winner will be Laura Kai. So Laura Kai, I'm going to leave you a message and contact me on Facebook so that I can send that over to you. Okay, so let's do another set here before I log off. So let's do this down here. Oops. Okay, ooh, I like this red here. So thank you guys so much for commenting on my videos this week. I'm going to do more giveaways next week because I have more pins. Somebody sent me a different kind of pin, and I want to give those away as well next week. So just come back and leave a video, even if you didn't watch the video, because I will be giving away those pins next week. So come back, and I appreciate your guys' support on my channel and constantly coming back to check up on what I have been up to. I love it, and I appreciate you guys so much. Get this glue here. And of course, my store is still half off, even the digitals, half off of my junk journals right now. They are like $100 for, no, $50 for a double signature, and they're on sale for $40 for a one signature. So check that out definitely. Let's put this piece right here. Here. Then this piece here. Just trying to piece them together here as best as I can. Some of them are not going to fit, but that's okay. We're going to make them fit. We'll make them work. Oh, that's the same fabric. Try not to use the same fabrics. This one right there. We got this little teeny tiny piece over here. This one will cover it. Perfect. And now we cut it all out because it's all piled on top of each other here. There we go. So let's put a couple more together so we can just sew them up all at the same time. I am going to definitely do this again, putting the fabric on the HeatnBond. I think it would be great. Hi, Kayleen. Welcome, girl. I'm doing good. I'm trying to stay cool. It's hot, but I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it through this summer. Every summer, I always say, why am I here? Why am I still here? But I couldn't live without my mom, so I can't move. I'm a baby. I couldn't move. I don't feel adult enough to leave my mom. Not that I don't live with my mom, but like, leave the town that she's in. That sounds crazy to me. That sounds insane. And I have all my family here, and then my family in California. Forget about it. Like, I can't move. I can't move. It would cost too much to come back and forth to all the events that are going on that happen here with my family and stuff. Yeah, I want to do that there. That looks cute, actually. Is it easier to work that way? To work with that way? What do you mean? You mean cutting off the excess? I could sit here all day and try and find the perfect piece or try and cut it down to the perfect size, but this does make it easier, actually. Or the HeatnBond, yes. You can, I don't know, I don't know, I don't think you can glue fabric down to paper. Does that work? I don't know. But I know that this way it's literally just like, working with paper and paper. I turn the fabric into paper basically. And it is definitely easier to like cut and stuff, and um, even sew. It's easier to sew on here too. If you can find a way to glue paper, fabric down to glue, fabric down to paper, then that's awesome. I love my HeatnBond. Even when I have to use glue, I'd rather use HeatnBond. I'm so spoiled. I just hate getting glue on my hands, you guys. It's like the worst feeling in the world. So definitely in situations that I could just use regular glue. Like, see right here, let's try it. My HeatnBond right here didn't glue, but it does have basically plastic underneath it, so that's probably why it stayed down right now. So this will go. I'm trying to find a piece that would cover it all. Nope, that won't cover it all. Oh, this will go good right here. Okay. And definitely it is easier to cut the fabric, well, into strips. You could still cut it into strips with your rotary cutter or something. But it is pretty easy to cut the fabric into strips when it's HeatnBond already. And try, Caitlin, try HeatnBond Lite if you want to sew on it. Because if you use HeatnBond Ultra Hold, you won't be able to sew. It'll jam up your machine. Well, it won't jam up your machine. It just won't sew. It literally just won't sew. So if you're gonna try this, definitely use the the HeatnBond Lite. I would, if you want to sew. So try to find something that'll fit right here. Let's see. Could cut something down to size, maybe. Oh, this one works. Okay, cool. This one works perfectly right here. And then we just got this little piece right here. All right. So this does have some sort of element of like collaging, you know. Still feels like collage, but it kind of looks like a little quilt, which I love. Y'all know I've been into my quilting. I could probably even do a hexagon pocket if I just cut these into little hexagons. That would be adorable too. Maybe we'll try that. That could look super cute. And then I don't have to sew them, so that'll be even better. Okay, so I have these 3 pockets here I gotta sew up. Okay, so let's get these sewed up. I am going to use, I'm looking back through the ones that I've already done. I want to go back and do this stitch again on number 50. And I want to make it the biggest, widest I can. Let me just make sure that that is okay looking. I have a little test part right here. Okay, that's a little too big. So let's do 2 points right here and see what that looks like. Oh, but that, it also needs to be longer. I mean wider. Let me make it wider. Okay, that's a good size. Definitely have a little test piece. I messed up on this piece, so it's my little test piece. You still using the J-foot, girl? I don't know what the difference is, so I guess. I'm still using the foot that it came with. I haven't changed the foot out. Okay, that one looks cute. Y'all ask me some questions like I know what I'm doing out here. It's cute, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. I'm not trying to stress out. I'm just kidding. I should probably know that. So here's this one. I think I have one more. I have a couple more to do down here. Hang on, let me cut off these strings. They make me so nervous. They make me so nervous. Okay. Again, you can use tissue paper instead of what I've been using, which is, you can use tissue paper. I've been using packing paper, so it's just a little bit thicker, and it helps with the transparency of the fabric to make it not so transparent. So if that's an issue for you, on some fabrics it is. So this packing paper is, I've done this with tissue paper, and I find it still shears out some fabric. So if you have some fabric that's really sheer, you definitely want to try packing paper. It basically, like before I checked out packing paper, I was using tissue paper, and I would have to like paint my book if my fabric was too sheer, you know. I'd have to paint my book white. But using this packing paper, I actually don't have to do that. It's almost like a layer of white paint behind it. It's great, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so let's just straight stitch here. And we're just going to do a little border. Just do a little border all the way around. Perfect or not, I'm doing it. I think the default foot J is meant to be able to do all the stitches It's just recommended to change it. I can see that. I can see. I haven't read the manual, so I don't know. I'll take your advice. I'm terrible, you guys. This is one video I saw. You know, when you get a sewing machine, the first thing you do is read the manual. I was like, I didn't read the manual. Terrible. Terrible. So here's this little pocket right here. I love that little stitch. It's almost like a baseball stitch. It's really cute. I know. As long as it works. And if not, I'm just going to complain about it. It's not going to be my fault. Hey, Rick, what's up? Okay, so let's do another one. And let's see, for this stitch, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to do this one again. This, like, straight stitch, and then it has, like, these little lines off to the side. It looks really quilty, really scrappy. I love that. So let's do that one. That one's number 31 on my sewing machine. I don't know if I said, but my sewing machine is the Brothers Project Runway Limited Edition CE1125 PRW blanket stitch. Make those digitals. I definitely can. And this weekend I was actually gonna I was gonna announce some digitals that I was gonna put out from things that I made live. So you know what? This will be part of it. Why not? Y'all want it? You guys want it? Okay. Okay, so let me, did I do the biggest, widest on this or no? What did I do? I don't even know. Maybe. Let me test it out, actually, first. Right here. Which has now become my test spot here. Liz, I'm sorry. What are you going to do with these cards? These are going to be pockets, girl. These are going to be pockets. I showed them in a junk journal. See if I can find that spot again. They're in this junk journal. Here it is. Here's them being used as pockets in my journal. I think I did an even smaller stitch around. I don't even know how I did that, but again, I'm going to do more of these, also these tags that I did using book paper and the same thing, HeatnBond and some fabric, and just sewing on them. I think they look cute. So again, that's the little pocket that we're going to make, basically. I bought digitals for the first time in my crafting career, and I bought them from you about a week ago. Thank you so much, Brandy, for your support. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me, you guys, helping me live out my little dream of making art every day. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so that is what I want to do. The biggest, longest stitch usually works for this. So let's do this one in that. Like a really cute, what did you call it? Blanket stitch? Kayleen called it a blanket stitch. It's adorable. Super cute. Like I said, looks really, really quilt-like. I love it. I think I'm definitely going to try this again with hexagons. I think doing these with hexagons would be so cool. Brandy, you're the best. You rock, girl. Thank you. Let's do this over here. And then a couple more. Oh, wait, I got one more here. I basically just outline every single little square that I put down with some stitching to make it look cute. Hexagon would look dope, right? Yes, let's do that. I'm going to do that next. So I got to cut out some, basically I'm going to put down some fabric on HeatnBond, and then I'm going to cut it out into the hexagons. So watch out for that coming next week. Watch out. I think I'm going to do the small ones too, so I can get a lot of little hexagons on there. I think that would look so cute. So look forward to that in the future, or get it done before I do. That's cool too. That's also cool. No problem. So get this here. So you guys can look forward to tomorrow. I will definitely come out here. I'm going to do a video on my new digitals, and I think I'm even going to come back on Sunday, because the week I'm trying to keep like the week for work and then the weekend for fun, which my fun is quilting. So I'm probably gonna come back on Sunday. I'm definitely gonna come back on Sunday because I want to try that quilting technique with this clamshell, you guys. I'm too excited to try out the clamshell quilt. So that's also something to look forward to. Let me do a straight stitch here. And how did I get it so close? I don't even know how. I'm doing the closest little seam that I know how to do. If it works right, it is pretty close. And for this, I did do both a zigzag stitch around the edge as well as this straight stitch border, which I kind of like the straight stitch border more myself. But you could definitely do it both ways. Right here. See, that looks cute. That little straight stitch border. But like I said, I've also done just a regular zigzag stitch all the way around. Okay, so let's do one more. And for this one, like I said, I want to try different stitches. So, I still get nervous about trying out these stitches out. Let's do... hang on, I'm looking at my stitches. I'm looking at my stitches. Let's see number 26. I don't think I've done this stitch ever. And this thing is like stitched to death, but let's see what it looks like anyways. Oh, it's a really bold stitch. Okay, really bold stitch. I like bold stitches. Let's see. No, it's a little too much. But what if we make it longer and wider? Let's see what that does. Oh, no, that's not good. It's just tying up my... Oh, I'm out of bobbin. Okay, that's why. I thought it was the stitch. Okay, hang on. Let me do this last one. But I want to find a cute stitch. I'm getting all picky about it. Make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. So let's try this again. The bobbin clips, these are from Amazon. I'll link it in the description box below too. I don't have the link for it right now because I don't even know what they're called. I'll have to look it up in my history. But I bought a bunch of these because I have so many bobbins all the time. And it was driving me crazy how they would unravel. So I'm like, I need these little clips. Okay, this is cute. This is cute. I like it like that. Okay, so let's just try it on this one. Actually, no, it's too small. It's too big for all these small ones here. They're all going to like interject and look all messy. Okay, no, let's just do another star. No. I'm going to do another one of these because I like this one actually. I like this one for this little like scrappy quilt kind of look. But I forgot what number it was supposed to be on. I don't know. I think it's the longest, widest. Let's just do that. Okay, here we go. Sometimes some of the stitches are too wide and they're going to get in the way of like these spots that are right here that are so close. They're just going to get in the way of everything. You can kind of gauge that by putting up the test one up against what you're doing to see if it's going to be too wide. That's a little tip. That's just a little tip. Have a little test piece, definitely. So you can test the stitches and see if you're going to like the way it looks. Definitely that. I got a test piece by accident, but whatever. You should have a test piece. Okay, so this looks good. Especially, I don't do a lot of fancy stitches, you guys. Honestly, I do zigzag and straight stitch. You guys know me. So when it comes to exploring other stitches, I definitely like to have a test piece to try it out before I actually do it on my nice one, which I didn't do with this one, but look how that actually looks cool on its own to use too. That actually looks kind of cool too. Thank you, Pink Rose, and welcome. Okay, I think I have one more, a couple spots down here to do. Yeah, I have to tell you, you inspire me. I got my machine next to me. Get it out, girl. Get it out. This is fun. As long as it's fun, you know. I like to do anything as long as it's fun. If it's not fun anymore, I lose interest. Okay. Oh, it got to be a mess back here. I don't even know how. I'm just going to cut everything off. Cut it all off. Okay, for the most part, we're good. Okay. Now I'm going to finish it off with a straight stitch border. Which again, you could use zigzag. I just like the look of a straight stitch, really. And this is how you can get good at your straight stitch, right here. Just doing this over and over and over. Right here. Okay, have you guys done the thing where you strip down your paper napkin? I'll spray to coat so quick. Yes, that looks cool. Thank you so much, Brandy. You're too sweet. Too sweet for your support. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys, so I am done for today. Again, you can look forward to me. I'm going to come back tomorrow. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys the new digitals that I'm going to have in my store, which are basically some things that I have done live, so you guys can print them out and use them if you guys want. If you don't have a sewing machine but you still want the look, I'll have these available as a printable in my shop as of tomorrow. Also, check out my shop. It's 50% off your printables, as well as 50% off right now junk journals, handmade junk journals that I've made. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and having this little crafty hour with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Saturday for that, and then on Sunday I'll be coming back to try out my clamshell quilt, so you guys can see me fail at that. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for some fun. Can you do a quick info on how the downloads go? So after you load up your cart with about $50 worth of digitals, the price will automatically drop down to half off. So you only pay $25. After you actually purchase your, after you actually make your purchase, you will get a link to download the files, as well as you will get a link in your email that you use to log into Etsy. So I appreciate your guys' support on that. I have a video on how to download digitals from my shop, though the process has kind of changed because it's no longer on Etsy. It's still Etsy, but it's not really Etsy. But anyways, if you need any help after you make your purchase, Debbie, you can go ahead and message me and I can help you out further from there. So thank you guys so much for your support for today, and I hope you guys had some fun. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like the project. Let me know if you guys are going to try this out for yourself, and come back after the video is done going live to leave me a message, a comment, so that you can win one of these wooden pins. I'll be announcing the winner on Monday. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Bye.